Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Melanin. Okay, melanin. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Okay. Today I learned that the secret to consistency, with your habits, and the secret to actually achieving what you want is to set bare minimum goals. Okay. You know, I feel like this kind of counteracts the modern culture where we try to like hustle and be be on top, and and like this is the way to be on top. You have to do this every day. You have to wake up at 3 a.m. You have to do a 5 kilometer run, do 100 push-ups, and work on your business. Okay, but I'd actually say that you should be setting bare minimum goals. Okay, because yeah, maybe that might work for some people. Okay, if you're really built different, then you can probably like start waking up at 3 a.m. and doing all that, okay? But for most people, just like you and me, just like you and me, okay? They'll probably be like consistent doing that for 1 week or maybe two, maybe more. But other than that, you know, they wouldn't be consistent anymore, okay? They'll just have like one period of their life where they're like super pumped, super motivated, super excited to go and do some, self development, and it's inconsistent basically, and they quit. They quit after 1 week, and you know, it's basically gone now. Okay, they just did it for 1 week, gone. I I feel like a lot of people are like this, especially those like New Year's resolution people. They go, do super intense workouts and whatever, and they end up not being consistent. Okay. So, if you're wanting to like start anything new, like, this is a good example, weightlifting. Okay. You want to start weightlifting. When you start weightlifting, you don't start with 100 kilograms. Okay. Unless you're built different, just like I am. I'm just kidding. Narcissistic tendencies. But, you start with a bar basically. Okay. You start with a bar, and maybe you'll even start with the little like 10-pound dumbbells. Okay, you start with the bare minimum, and it starts feeling pretty easy. So now you add like 2.5 kilograms, and you add more and you add more. Okay, that's called basic progressive overload if you go to the gym or whatever. And I think that it's the same with all the other habits too. You should be applying kind of progressive overload to whatever kind of habits you want to be building. Okay, instead of like setting a goal where, yeah, I'm gonna be doing like 1 hour of meditation every day. I'm gonna be listing 100 things that I'm grateful for. Okay, and I'm gonna be doing a 10-kilometer run or whatever. Okay, instead, just expect yourself to be doing the bare minimum. Okay, don't do 30 minutes of medit or 1 hour of meditation. Okay, instead, set your goal to be, I'll do 30 seconds of meditation. That short. Okay, instead of listing all these like things that you're grateful for and getting overwhelmed, list one thing that you're grateful for. Instead of going on a 10-kilometer run, just like jog around for like 5 minutes. Okay, and what happens when you do this is that your expectations are low. Yes, you you become more consistent, and you basically end up doing more. Okay, you end up doing more because 30 seconds of meditation felt easy for you. Okay, and now you end up meditating for 5 minutes, and then when you gradually do more of this habit, you basically you know like your tolerance basically it's higher. Okay, Like I literally started, the habit of meditation by meditating for like 3 minutes. That's all I would do every day, every single day. I would meditate for 3 minutes. And now that, I've been doing it for a little bit now, maybe like what, 4 months. I've now been meditating daily for 20 minutes. Okay. And this is the principle of progressive overload. And I think progressive overload is low key kind of OP. Okay. So yeah, set low expectations for yourself. Set the bar low first. Especially if you're a beginner, bro. Don't try to like go extreme and whatever. So I feel like the best tip for people who are basically starting out on self improvement is to just basically tell yourself to do the bare minimum. Okay. Don't make the mistake of going super hard and being super pumped and just super motivated for just a little period of your time basically. Okay. And you end up being burnt out and not being consistent. Okay. And you should kind of stop comparing yourself to the guy who's been doing these things for like 10 plus years. Okay. I don't compare myself to the guy who's been weightlifting for 10 plus, you know for like forever basically. I don't compare myself to the BJJ black belt. Okay. I don't compare myself to the like to Buddha basically. Okay. I don't try to meditate under a tree for like uh, I don't know how many hours he meditated, but he probably did a lot. Okay. Don't compare yourself to those people. You're a beginner. Okay. Think of it like levels in a video game. Okay. You just started the game. You just started the game, and you literally have no loot, no weapons or whatever. I haven't played video games in a while, but this guy, okay, he's at level 1000, and you're still here at you don't even have a level yet. You're still starting out, okay? You're level 0, and you're trying to adapt the routine of Mr. Level 1000. What's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get absolutely wrecked, bro. Okay? Don't try to adapt the routine of Mr. Level 1000. Just do the beginner quest basically. Do do the bare minimum, okay? Don't compare yourself to level 1000, okay? You know, just progressively overload basically. And be patient and be consistent, okay? Consistency over intensity is what I'm saying basically. Consistency over intensity. Consistency over intensity. You have to repeat that to yourself over and over again. You know, if you want to start anything out, it's consistency over intensity, okay? Those high level people, those level 1000 guys, they started out just like you. They started at level 0, and they didn't try to do the quest of level 1000, okay? They started with the little quest, okay? They started with the super low bare minimum, and they just progressively overloaded from there. You can't lift 200 kilograms at, you know, your first day of lifting, but you can lift the bar. Okay? So do the bare minimum. Do the bare minimum. If you're starting out, just please do the bare minimum and work from there. Progressively overall. All overall whatever. If you like this video, like, subscribe. If you did not, do not like and subscribe. I hate you. I'm just kidding. I love you. What's good? Goodbye. Good night. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, I believe tomorrow. Yeah, bye.